Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Tanks of Freedom, brought to you by P1X or Pix, which is pixel art for short. Now, we are not going to be playing a new game. We've already played all the squares and the eastern cities and things of that sort. I tried coming in here and changing sides because I thought the first level would be kind of interesting to play as a human rather than CPU. It wouldn't let me do it. I'll show you guys right here. It always starts you off on the blue side no matter what you pick. You can't pick the red side. You can come back in here. You can see it flipped it for me. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong there or if they just haven't integrated that aspect into there. I thought this first square, although easy, would be incredibly hard to play if you're playing the red side because you start with so few troops. So I thought that would throw in like a new aspect to a level, especially when you start getting to multiplayer. Just because you have the overwhelming numbers doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win right away. So what I ended up doing is coming into the workshop, and this is the level I built for you guys. Now, there's quite a lot here to look at first, but then once you actually start looking at it, it's not that complicated. Now, the green blocks over here just create the green grass that you can walk on. It does seem like the more of the green blocks you put down, the further away from like roads you get, the higher the grass is, so that it takes more movement points to get through it. So I've kind of taken that in account. Also, I put some trees down to kind of limit the path that they can go down. And as you can see, I have a road right here that they can go down. I have a tank manufacturing facility right here and an airplane manufacturing facility, as well as a troop manufacturing facility. So I got a little bit of everything on my side. I do have a tank manufacturing facility right here that I need to get rid of. I was trying to put a tank there earlier. Now, I do have it where they can come over here, and if they want to go down this little path to take over these two facilities, they can do that. But if they forget, they can also travel down into here, and they can get some little goodies. They can get some more of these little towers that will give them 3 gold for each one of these every turn to use however they want. So definitely something nice that if you are paying attention, you can travel this little secret path. It does take you really far out of your way, but I think if you're having trouble, breaking through this very cramped condition over here, which I did on purpose to kind of like funnel the enemy really close and tighten it to yours, so that you have to have overwhelming odds and overwhelming, strategy to get through it is what I was going for. So you may end up needing this extra gold, so you may take the extra time to do that. I also put one over here and one over here. This one over here I need to block off real quick. I need to block the trees off right here, so that the only way to get to it really is to go across the water, and troops really suck going across water, and so this will take them 4 or 5 full turns just to get this one right here, which is kind of what I wanted to make it. I wanted to make it really difficult to get. It's close by, so it's kind of tempting. You'll be able to see it when you're going down this route. You just won't be able to get it very easy. Helicopters can fly over the water without getting any of that negative, penalty for moving over that stuff, but they can't take over buildings yet. So when they do integrate that into the game where they can at least attack these things, if the enemy gets there first, you'll at least be able to destroy it pretty quickly, and so will the enemy. So then it really gets kind of complicated, and you have to like park a helicopter over here, or tanks kind of suck on water as well. So that would be kind of hard to figure out what you want, because helicopters suck against troops, and troops are what they would be sending over here to take it over. So it's kind of one of those tricky things. I'm kind of interested to see how that works out. I also put a troop manufacturing facility right over here in the middle of the map, so that whichever side takes this over will have a distinct advantage. The downside is it's trapped on all sides, so the only place that a troop can come out is right here. And then when he comes out, he has to go across the water, which takes up almost a full turn, and then he can get on the road and he can start participating. But it does slow him down, and it greatly limits how many troops you can make from this thing at any given time, because it just doesn't have a lot of room. So even if you have all the coins in the world, you're not going to be able to get out of here very fast, because your action points are going to be taken away by the water alone each turn. So I think that's going to add a cool little twist. It's going to be useful, but not as useful as some people may think. I also added a secret little path down into my base, and I kind of wished I could have done something to make it where if my guy is aware of it, like if the person who's playing my side is aware of it, they wouldn't use it for their own purposes, because right now I could create a troop and walk them back this way and then come over here and go through the water, which is going to be one, movement every turn, because that's going to suck up as many action points as possible, which is why I put it like that. But the enemy can do that. They can sneak back behind your base. Hopefully the people playing my side won't see that right away. It'd be kind of one of those little startling discoveries, like, holy crap, there's a hidden passage behind my base. But again, neither side really wants to use that, because again, it just sucks all your action points away. But I went ahead and created that river going all the way down to their side, so if they want, they can cut across this little tree branch, or this little forest right here, and get in here. But again, water slowing them down. I don't think it's really going to be worth it to go that route, but it's there so that the enemy can respawn a little faster, because the enemy's not as strong as I would prefer them to be. I would love to put it on like difficulty or something, like a really, really hard one. So I'm going to give them a few more troops before we start, and then we're going to play this level. So I'm going to give them, let's see, I'm going to give them this troop. I'm actually going to put some troops over here on these little islands that I've created, so that they will have extra money coming in every turn that I'm not able to actually take from them. They don't have boats in the game yet. They are going to add a lot of new troops in the next patch, but they don't have that yet. And so I want to give them, let's see, valid name. Units can only be placed on land. Oh, because it thinks I'm trying to select something over there. So I'm going to call this Demiro Land. There we go. And we are going to play it. So let's hit the play button, guys. Where did I place a troop that's not land? I don't know. Let's there we go. Red player's turn. So what, am I starting out as red player? I'm starting out as red player? When is that? No, that's not the way we wanted it. We wanted to start out as blue. Okay, but we switched it over here, that's why. So let's go back into the workshop. Okay, everything's set up, and we're going to hit play. Okay, so I guess we'll come back in here if we like it, and we'll play as red. I never thought we could do that, but that's definitely kind of interesting. I may have to get rid of this hidden secret passageway, because that's probably the way I'll take when I'm playing the other side, but let's go ahead and check it out. Now I do have some buildings over here. It's kind of a little unfair because I know where everything is. I designed the level and I just showed you guys. So we're probably going to take advantage of our knowledge, because there's really no way I can forget about it. I know where everything is. So this may be a little quicker, and it may be a little different play style, or different playthrough, I should say, than what some of you guys may have if you actually play this map. Because again, if you just start out, you don't know what they have in store for you. So let's do this. We're going to build another troop, and we're going to call it quits there for our turn. So you can see they have taken over these little posts out here on the little island. I do hope they add like boats or maybe transportation vehicles that you can put troops in and then like sail out to another island or something. I think that would be kind of a cool little aspect. Of course, it's getting more and more complicated as you go, but I think having like entire like navy battles and things like that would be kind of a neat. Oh crap, I'm out of coins already. I need to get a lot more of those towers. I'm not going to be able to compete with them. Oh my god, this is going to be so hard. Let's see. No, we're going to take over. Let's take over the tank first, because they're cheaper. So we'll end our turn here so we have enough coins. Wow, they're starting the game with 23 coins every turn, and I start with 14. If that doesn't give them the advantage I'm looking for, I don't know what will. Oh no, I can't build? Oh, you know what? It's being blocked by the trees. Can I not? I'll have to move that up one space on the next playthrough, because that... What? I guess that's something good to find out when you play through it, if it actually works. So the other one's not going to work either, then. So we'll build another troop. Yeah, because the other one's in the same situation. It's sitting right there next to the trees as well. So I guess really the only thing I can do to help me out, since I'm not going to have tanks or helicopters on this playthrough. Ah, that sucks. Actually, we just started the level, so yeah, this is going to be a short one, guys. I'm going to go back. I'm going to fix that real quick. let's go back to the workshop. And because I explained how everything worked, and I'll explain a few more things before we end the episode here, on the next one we'll come through and we'll actually finish this off. So let me go ahead and put tank manufacturing facility and a airplane manufacturing facility. We'll get rid of those old ones. We'll put these down, and now we can put a road there instead. Actually, let's put the dirt road right there. Now these are dirt roads. You also have roads that are paved, and you have the combination of dirt and paved roads when you go from one to the other. Now you don't have to line them up going diagonally, just put them right next to each other, and when you actually go into the game, it will fix that for you so that it looks all the way it's supposed to. Now let's make sure that all the other ones, this guy right here, I don't know how that's gonna work, because I don't know if you can turn them so that they produce in a different direction. We'll have to get rid of this square right here so that their main base can produce. Both of these can produce. That can produce just fine. This is really the only one that's still trapped. You know, that kind of sucks, because there's really no way for... I mean, I'd have to move the entire river going down this direction rather than this direction, which I guess is okay. I didn't really want it that way, though. Maybe I'll just get rid of that. I mean, I like the idea of it being there. Actually, you know what? We can just expand this a little bit. It's not going to look as nice as I thought it could, but if we put this here, they can at least get out this direction and then come around that side and actually move around that way. Let's see, what else do we have? Now, I have these buildings here that you guys saw are just the regular you know, buildings that are like from a town or something like that. So that's this button right here. You can build as many of these as you want. Now, I kind of wanted the feel that the good guys, the blue guys, which I always think are the good guys, are saving a town or protecting the town. That's why they start inside the town. Whereas the enemies seem to actually start in a rural area like the forest with a river, and they're coming in from the outlandish reaches or whatever, and they're trying to invade. So they're like the bandits, the pirates, or whatever you want to call them, the evil, you know, country that's going to come and attack you. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of some of these red guys, because I think that gave them too big an advantage. I can't get rid of them like that. Let's do this. Yeah, I think that gave them too big of one. I think I gave them too many troops plus that, so I think we're going to keep the troops that they have and leave it like that. I do kind of want to put some dirt roads out here, though. Maybe not like right next to the path so people won't see it, but like once they get down to this direction, kind of want to help them out a little bit, not too much. You know, we'll stop it a few squares away from it. Don't give them any ideas that there's anything even there. You know, like they don't going down this direction, you know, so they really have to work for it, but they do get that extra little something. And I do kind of want to put one over here as well. Yeah, I'm going to put one right there, and the main reason for putting one right there, for people who are not familiar with this level, when you start right at the HQ, there's a really good chance you'll see the very tip of this in the clouds, and that will give you an idea that there might be something there. And you'll probably go around this way and waste a few turns going down into this dead end. You'll see that there's another one over here, and you'll be like, okay, how do I get over there? And by the time you come over here, you know, you're ready for it, and you're willing to work this way down. And maybe find there's other ones down here, and find like this is just one big honey hole if you can get your troops down here. But without, you know, that little temptation, I don't think anybody would really find the time to come down here. But it's going to be really worth it for 4 of those. So let's see, river's working just fine. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I haven't put it down as many mountains as I would care to, but again, the trees are kind of what I'm going for on the fill of this level. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Again, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoy these episodes, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave comments down below. Multiplayer is coming pretty soon, so if you guys like this game, I'd be interested to find out how many of you guys are willing to come onto camera and play a multiplayer match with me, or a few of them, to go through some of the new changes that they're integrating into the game, and just you know, have fun and try out some of our own player-made maps versus, you know, each other. So again, guys, make sure to leave those comments, and I will catch you guys next time.